No more anti-missile treaties. When we ask for collective mutual guarantees about Ukraine, it is one of those guarantees. Have you heard President Macron say only once, "Wait, we, the French, have something to say. We will give guarantees to Russia on the stability of its borders." Okay, we will give them. We will give them to Ukraine. We must give them to us too. To us too. We want a guarantee. We want a general treaty where everyone is forbidden to produce and dispose of missiles that fire at 500 or 1,000 kilometers. No more anti-missile treaties. When we ask for collective mutual guarantees about Ukraine, it is one of those guarantees. Have you heard President Macron say only once, "Wait, we, the French, have something to say. We will give guarantees to Russia on the stability of its borders." Okay, we will give them. We will give them to Ukraine. We must give them to us too. To us too. We want a guarantee. We want a general treaty where everyone is forbidden to produce and dispose of missiles that fire at 500 or 1,000 kilometers. The head of state is no longer here, so we are waiting for the Venezuelan crisis. We have to wait until 7:30 p.m., when the case has been going on for almost a day, so that we can hear his voice and so on. Now, on almost all the big problems, someone is talking about it, and we are waiting to know if it is really what he thinks. Moreover, even when he said it, we are not sure that it is what he thinks, because on Venezuela he changed his mind at 7:30 p.m. Fortunately, but since no one knows what he said, we are only ashamed of what he said. The world says that Maduro was kidnapped. All the others say that he was captured. Captured, as we would say, by an animal, and as if it was normal when we are looking for someone, the moment has come to capture him. No, he is the president of the Republic of Venezuela, and he was kidnapped. His entourage, who kept him, was assassinated, and I take this opportunity to have a moving thought for the comrades who died in this circumstance, the Venezuelan comrades, but also the Cuban comrades whom we have to salute because they were there, and it was not their country. They were there because they were asked to come and give aid, and they died. 80 people died, plus those who died in the neighborhood under the bombs. Because each time we forget these operations, they are organized murders. It's nothing more than that. In short, he was kidnapped, and it's an event of a first magnitude, because it's the second time. The first time, no one complained. It was Noriega, the president of Panama, who had already been arrested with the explanation of drug trafficking. But since this guy was an agent of the CIA, we took it for an internal story, and we were not ready to fight for this guy. Well, some people made an effort to believe him, and they added that it was to save freedom in Venezuela that they captured, judged, and arrested his president. So, Mr. Trump never talked about freedom. This is an interpretation of the European Larbins, who generally hate communism, and in particular Venezuelan-based communism. Well, they are ready to adopt anything as long as we get rid of them, as I said earlier. It's as if we said yes, yes, yippee, put all these people out and put us in their place. It was the same in Venezuela, we are discovering it. But you see, this is the most important thing. We are not talking about Maduro's regime. We are talking about what concerns us. We believe in international law, and therefore we believe in it, even if we know about its imperfections, its vices, its flaws, and often its impotence. But this is all we have left, comrades. This is our support point. This is the only legality we can claim because it is supposed to be universal, because all our countries have signed the UN Charter. And therefore, it is normal for a citizen to say that we have signed it, so we respect it. If you give up on the Venezuelan issue, then the United States of America is given the right to remove, to kidnap, to bomb whoever they want at the scale of the entire planet. Because you know, since the beginning of the war, that the government of Mr. Netanyahu of the far right led to the extermination of the Palestinians, that it is now in this model that all the powerful people in their areas operate. And this is what we must prevent from going all the way, because, do not doubt it. Well, I tell you, he will continue, because the reasons for which he has just taken this step so far are the same as those that will lead him further, and he has already announced it. He is taking over Venezuela to seize the largest oil reserve in the world, the largest oil reserve in the world. Just as he attacked Iraq, which, however, had been financed to wage war on Iran, from the moment when, to reimburse his debt that no one wanted to negotiate, Saddam asking to transfer the barrel of oil to $13, It was at $9. Today it is at $60. He was told to deal with it, no question. And so he seized his neighbor, which was the thing not to be done, but which was worth an invasion to him. Why? Because the United States of America could not accept that one of the big oil producers in the area, which was already Iraq before, in addition to having seized Kuwait, becomes an actor on the oil market, such that he would hold the flag high. Yet it seems that we will vote for Venezuela. This is what a certain number of people ask. No one asked us to vote for the Palestinians of Gaza to know if they want a homeland or a marina. No, no, never. In short, our line is elections. Do you have a problem and mutual guarantees to give about Ukraine? Tomorrow, our delegation will go to see President Macron to know what they said to each other about the guarantees of Ukraine, the security guarantees. Well, we need peace. Peace that can be enjoyed by everyone. And it is with our enemies that we make peace, not with our friends. So the conversation is necessarily harsh. Well, if you want to know where we cross the border, tell us where you would like it to cross, and ask people what they want. Ask people who live in the Donbass if they want to be Ukrainian or Russian. Organize an election. It is less difficult to organize an election than a war. We are threatened with an invasion by Russia, which would like to take the Eiffel Tower from us, and who knows what else. But who is threatening you, ladies and gentlemen? The Larbans of NATO, the people who have spent all their lives on the knees of Uncle Sam. And why is a policy necessarily a whole? It can't just be a coup d'etat here, a moving statement there, and it can't be people who say, one day we are going to go to the ground in Ukraine to defend the borders of Europe. No, my dear, the borders of Europe are in Greenland. It's not my fault, it may be yours, but that's the way it is. So we send troops to the ground, don't we? In Greenland, since we are threatened. Ah, it's not by the good, it's by Mr. Trump.
Mais là, qui vous menace, mesdames, messieurs? Les larbins de l'OTAN, les gens qui avaient passé toute leur vie moelleusement installés sur les genoux de l'oncle Sam. Et pourquoi une politique, c'est forcément un tout? Ça ne peut pas être juste un coup de nerf ici, une déclaration émouvante là. Et ça ne peut pas être des gens qui disent un jour on va aller à terre en Ukraine pour défendre les frontières de l'Europe. Non, mon chéri, les frontières de l'Europe sont au Groenland. C'est pas de ma faute, c'est peut-être de la tienne, mais c'est comme ça. Alors, on envoie des troupes au sol, non? Au Groenland, puisque nous sommes menacés. Ah, c'est pas par le bon, c'est par M. Trump.